I'll tell you what, international football is bleak, isn't it? So let's have a chat about Aston Villa. Welcome back to the latest episode of B6 and Beyond. You're here with me and Cory today to have a quick discussion, and we're going to rank how we believe Aston Villa players have performed this season. And we're going to do it like we're at school, and we're going to mark them either A to a U, I think it is now. Is it a U? They've been absolutely, like, you can't really grade them, ungradable, something like that. And then we'll go if they have been mega shit hot, we'll give them an A star. We won't say A plus. We're not American. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We do have an ongoing giveaway for either match tickets or a shirt of your choice. We give away that every 500 subscribers, and we are getting very, very close to the next giveaway. So don't miss out on that, and make sure to tap that subscribe button. And we have a goal on the video of 20 likes. Make sure to hit it, and just all your support is really appreciated. Let's get into it. So, Cory, have you got the list up of the Villa players?
I do indeed. This is off Foot Mob as well, so obviously there's a few people I will miss out just because they've not played.
If we remember, yeah, if we get to it and we realise that you've missed them, we may talk about them. I think we'll start with the goalkeepers. So, yeah. Marco Bizzot.
Do you know what? For me, I'm going to go B plus. The only reason I've not gone A, I think obviously 3 clean sheets in 4 games. He's done everything he's needed to do. The only reason I can't give him an A is just because that Palace game, he was absolutely terrible. And I think that's fair to say. I know everyone was terrible that game, but he wasn't great in that game.
I'm going to give him an A. I think for his performances in Europe, especially at Feyenoord, he was exceptional. And he's probably give me and you our greatest night of the year so far, so I'll give him an A. Villa fans, as we go along this, if you don't agree with me and Cory, let us know in the comment section what you would rate the players as. Emi Martinez.
I'm gonna go B minus for that.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go for a C at the moment. He had a fantastic performance the weekend, but yeah, still not probably.
He's been very 50-50, hasn't he? I think so. The Man City game, he was really good as well. Liverpool game, obviously not so much, but
yeah, I think that's either a B minus or C is pretty fair, to be honest with you. Right back, Matty Cash.
Like A star, I think, in terms of, for me, he's been our player of the season this season at the moment. But also, just in terms of the improvement from last year as well, I think, listen, he's been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with you. I'll go for an A star. I do think he's been one of our best players this season. Obviously, Andres Garcia would be the next right back, but he will be a U. We can't really grade him because we haven't seen him.
We'll throw Victor Lindelof in there as a right back.
Okay, yeah, because he has predominantly come on at right back, hasn't he? So I'm gonna C. I don't think.
I'm gonna say D. I think, to be honest, when he's coming on in games, he's come on at times where it doesn't really matter. Obviously, he's not come on to be an influence, but if we're being honest, he's looked pretty poor when he's played. He's not exactly up to speed, I don't think. I know, obviously, him playing at right back doesn't help when he's up against quick wingers, but I think
he's not really had to do a lot though, has he? So I don't know. D sounds a little harsh to me.
I don't know. I think he's not had a lot to do, but I also think maybe that's a reason to go a bit lower, just because to give him a decent grade for not having much to do is not really. And when he has had stuff to do, I think he's obviously he's an average player. Isn't he?
I'll give him a D plus then, because I don't think if he's probably just below a pass. I'll go D plus. Who's up next then?
Ezri Konsa, right back / centre back.
What a man. We'll say centre back. He don't like playing right back, does he? He's made that very clear. I'm going to give Ezri Konsa an A.
Yeah, I was going to say A, maybe A plus. I think obviously the only game.
Thank you very much. We're not American on this channel.
Sorry. The only game, I think obviously he was the Newcastle game where he got sent off, and I think he was playing all right up until that red card, but we said at the time, I don't think he needed to get sent off in that game, and it was a silly challenge. But, I mean, listen, he's England's best centre-back, and he's our best centre-back, so
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. He's been pretty good most of the games. He was a bit ropey against Bournemouth, but apart from that, in the Newcastle game, and even his ropey performance against Bournemouth he was still pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are we going to
Tyrone Mings.
I am going to go with a D for Tyrone Mings.
Really?
I just think that we are. It might sound being a bit harsh on Mings, but I like Mings. I really do. I don't think he's looked as good this season, and I just think on the ball he's so much. We're a worse team when he's in the side going forward, 100%, because he does not move the ball quick enough for me.
See, mine's going to seem really high now.
Well, I just feel like we've improved, like the improvement in the side since Pau Torres has come into the side. They can't, there's got to be a reason for that. I don't know what my mic sounds like right now, but it's going all the way over there, and I didn't realise. Yeah, so yeah, that would. Now. Could you hear me though when I was just talking?
I could hear you, yeah, definitely.
Okay, well done, Ben. You're 4 minutes into the video, and you've just realised your mic weren't sat in front of you. Smooth. Go on then. What did you give Mings?
I was gonna go like B-. I know that sounds really high, but I just think. Listen, obviously we know he's got a mistake in him. I think defensively, normally we look more solid. I think it's fair to say, obviously, Pau Torres, we'll get onto in a second, but he's coming in, definitely looked a lot better and more assured defensively. But I don't really think before that he was playing that poorly. I think, listen, we always know he's got a mistake. I think we didn't concede a lot of goals when he was playing. So I think it's a bit harsh and D in my opinion, but
we've won one game which Tyrone Mings has featured in this season. That's Fulham at home. Every other game, we lost to Liverpool, which he was come on very briefly, but we lost to Go Ahead Eagles in that terrible night away from home. Drew away at Sunderland. Drew away at Everton, which was a good defensive display I thought by Villa.
To be fair as well, that Go Ahead Eagles game, Mings was playing right centre back, and that was a Pau Torres and Ian Matson disaster class.
Yeah, well, he still contributed. And then he was at the heart of the defence for that 3-0 battering by Palace, and he was also he played away. He actually played well against Brentford, I thought, to be honest, even though we lost one.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's my opinion anyway. Yeah, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. I just think it just coincides with how good Villa are since Pau Torres has come back. So on that note, Pau Torres, I'm gonna go for an A. An A. I was going to go
yeah,
higher then.
I was going to say an A. I think, obviously, like we say, the way he's sort of come into the team defensively this year, he's been more assured as well. His passing is obviously second to none. There has been a few games where I think his passing's been poor, but we know that he's the one who takes risks. There's a lot of times where he gives the ball away, but listen, defensively, he's really assured himself this year.
Are we going on to left backs now?
Yeah. So
we'll start with Ian Matson.
I was going to say we'll start with Matson, yeah. Ooh. C, straight down the middle. I think he's not really had any standout performances. He's had one game. I mean, the Go Ahead Eagles game, he was terrible.
Didn't we give Lindelof a D plus for something similar to this?
Yeah, but Lindelof's, I mean... Obviously, Matson played 90 minutes against Maccabi. Got man of the match, actually, against Maccabi. 15
let's be realistic. The standards at Maccabi Tel Aviv.
True.
I think you could do a job.
Clean sheet.
Oh, he was good against Feyenoord, to be fair.
Bologna, clean sheet. Sunderland, he's played 32 minutes. Brentford in the Cup, he played 90 minutes.
Yeah, that was a shit show. All right.
Palace game.
C. He's probably not far off.
And then Luca Digne.
B plus.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, listen, we spoke about on the last podcast. I think he's one of the best left backs in the league. And
Mr. Consistency.
Exactly that. And
There's a reason why he started tonight for France.
Exactly that.
How old is he now? 33, is he, Luca Digne?
He is 32 at the moment.
32, 33 coming up. Okay, so if he's
midfielders now.
Go on then, mate.
Ross Barkley, we'll start with.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to judge him just on what he's played because obviously we're all aware of his off-field issues that he's had, and he's now into a rhythm of playing for Villa. He's put the alcohol issues behind him, which we won't go into and dwell on this podcast. But when he's played, I think he's played quite well, to be honest with you. Scored on the weekend against Bournemouth. I'd give him a B, I think, personally. I don't know.
He's played 5 games this season. And the most minutes he's played in a game is 30 against Liverpool. I'll give him a C, I think. I think it's similar to... Like you say, I think he does his job when he comes on. The games that he came on against City for 16 minutes, and to be fair, obviously, was quite good. Liverpool, he came on for half an hour. We were already 2-0 down. Game was pretty much lost. Burnley did 6 minutes. Spurs, he did 8 minutes, and then 19 minutes against Bournemouth.
I thought he was brilliant when he came off the bench against Bournemouth, personally.
He was brilliant against Bournemouth, yeah. He was playing in the 10 role, actually, I think, for a little bit.
Well, he has come on in the 10 role. Most of the games he's come on in the 10 role against Manchester City as well.
Which is a bit shitty. It's like old school Ross Barkley, but...
Yeah, I just think for what we paid for him and what we're getting out of him, I think it's been a great signing. I do.
Yeah,
I'll go a B. Lamar Bogard.
Yeah, we'll go Lamar Bogard. I'm going to say B. Plus.
I'd agree with that.
Listen, he's been phenomenal this year for me. I think he's unlucky really that he's not starting games in that number 6. I thought before a certain player came back, he made that position his own, the number 6, and I think he's done really well this season, especially.
I just think we've got so much quality in there. He's just got to take his time and take the minutes where as and when he gets them. And he's versatile, so he's going to get opportunities. And he has been good this season for Villa when he has played. Obviously, next in centre of park we've got Yuri Tielemans. I don't think it's probably fair to grade him because we haven't seen a lot of him.
Yeah.
Albeit he did play a little bit at the start of the season. And he's only just come back from full fitness. After that injury, I'll give him a U because I don't think it's fair to grade him at the moment.
Yeah, I think. Listen, we've already seen the class, but that's fair. We can't give him a grade off of a couple of games.
No.
Similar to the next person, unfortunately. Well, actually, no. We'll continue with the 6 role. We'll keep going with the 6 for now. Amadou Onana.
Oh, another one that. He's been in and out with injuries, but of late, Man City game, Liverpool game, Bournemouth, he's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't he?
He's averaging a 7.2 rating this season.
I'm going to give him a B+.
I'd say B+ is fair. I think, listen, he's come in, and that's what I was talking about when we talked about Lamar Bogard. I thought he was unlucky that he lost his spot to Onana, but then fair play to Onana, he's grabbed it with both hands when he's come in, so...
Yeah, fair play to Onana. Seems like a really nice guy as well.
He does.
That was a bit of the Aaron Hunt meme. If any of you are listening knew that was. Just to clarify, my shit dad jokes. Anyway,
Boubacar Kamara next.
Boubacar, what a man. A.
I was going to say B.
Oh, it's a bit low.
It is. And I'm going to sound really thingy here, and there's a lot of Villa fans who aren't going to like what I'm going to say. I think he's probably one of our, if not our most important player, but I do think the last few games especially, he's really dropped his performance. I think he's been giving the ball away a lot, so that's the only reason I'd sort of drop him down. But that is probably because he's playing all the time, so...
Okay, fair enough.
John McGinn. Yeah,
John McGinn. A star.
Yeah, I mean...
Captain, leader, legend. Bleeds claret and blue. That man has been a massive part of us, our resurgence this season. Dragging us through the shit, taking lead, taking the ball by the horns, and driving us up the league table. What an absolute brilliant servant to Aston Villa Football Club.
Criminally underrated as well.
Oh, brilliant. It's 300 appearances now for Aston Villa as well. Anyone that calls Jack Grealish a legend, this is a legend. John McGinn's he's a Villa legend.
100%.
I just love him to lift something for Villa. That would literally solidify his legacy for me.
Exactly. Wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't talk about him. We're not going to talk about him for long. Harvey Elliott.
You.
Yeah.
Been really disappointing, hasn't it?
And then, finally for midfielders, one of the standout players, Emiliano Buendia.
Buendia. A-star.
I was going to say, it has to be an A-star, isn't it? It's the same as Matty Cash, just the sort of the arc, so to speak, of how he's come back.
It's just weird, though, isn't it? Because it actually just... I don't know about how you feel, but for me, it feels like a new signing. It just feels like we've just got this player from like some random club, and he's just come in and he's just hit the ground running, and it's just like having a brand new player. We've signed certain players which we'll speak on shortly, and expected them to do the business for us, but he's been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And most Villa fans never thought this would come.
Well, we set it up until literally the last game of pre-season. We're like, listen, Emmy, you've had a great pre-season again, but you're not good enough for Aston Villa. And fair enough, he shut us up.
But the club, the club clearly thought about like that though. So it's not like that we've said it because we don't like Buendia. It's not and that at all. We're going off what we saw, and the club clearly thought the same because they were looking to shift him on. But he's worked hard, got his chance under Emery, and fair play to him. That's all you can say. Fair play to Emmy Buendia. Seems like a really nice bloke as well.
On to the forwards now. I think there could be some interesting ratings here. We'll start with the older boys. So we'll start with Ollie Watkins.
Ooh, should we not do wingers first?
Yeah, go on then. We'll do wingers.
Let's do wingers first.
We've got two wingers. We'll start with Jadon Sancho first because I think that's an interesting one to start on.
D-.
Really, that low?
Well, I don't think we've seen enough of him realistically. When he has played, he hasn't. He hasn't been marvellous.
I think he's looked quite good. He's just not got the stats, but then the stats aren't everything. I think he's looked quite good when he's played.
I thought he was good against Go Ahead Eagles. I thought he was one
good
of our
against
better
Liverpool
players
as well when he came on. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
That game that I didn't watch.
He played well against City. When he come off,
should have had an assist against Bournemouth.
Should have scored against City. Okay, D- might sound harsh, and I'm going to go for a C.
I think that's fair considering the next person I'm going to bring up.
Evan Guessond.
Yeah. Do you know what?
F.
I didn't realise we were going to go that low. I was going to say like an E, D. The only reason I said that is because the start of the season he was all right. I saw a TikTok today actually about against Brentford, and I was reading through the comments, and everyone was saying about how bad we were. But the main highlight of this season so far has been Evan Guessond. And you look at it now and just think,
defensively, I can't knock him. He's done brilliant defensively, but we haven't. That's not what we bought him for. And I'm just judging him on he's a winger. He's meant to affect our attacking plays, and you're just not seeing it from him. So I'll give him an F. Obviously, he could be another Buendia story, and he could shut us up and be fantastic in the future. But right now, on what we're seeing, I think an F is a fair assessment.
Yeah. Final winger /10, whatever you want to call him, Morgan Rogers.
Oh, I'm going to give Morgan Rogers a C-. I think he was incredibly poor to start with. He was very poor. I think he's been better recently. He's still not the Morgan Rogers we know and what he can be. He has been a lot better. But I just think because of how poor he was, and he's played every single game. I don't think above a C would be. I think C- is about right personally.
I think you definitely can't go above a C. I think. Because we're talking those first few games, he wasn't bad. He was awful. Like even the game against Feyenoord, which we went to watch, he wasn't great there. The Bologna game, he was terrible. In games that we won, he was really poor. I think, don't get me wrong, like you say, he's improved massively over the last few weeks, and he's starting to get back to his best. But anything higher than a C doesn't seem fair when you consider some of the other ratings we've given.
Oh, 100%.
Now,
I just realised we're doing C- and C+, but I don't think we give C- and C+ in British schools, do we?
We don't give grades anymore, mate. It's all numbers now, isn't it?
Is it? God, I'm so old. Anyway, moving on.
On to the strikers now. Which one do you want to start with, Ben? I'll let you pick first.
We'll go Marlon.
Okay. I'm going to say C again. I think he's come on in games and looked all right. He's also come on in games and looked useless.
I will go B- because I don't think he's a striker. I think
he's not, to be fair.
I think he's a support striker, and when he played the support striker role with Watkins against Burnley, was probably the best we've seen him in a Villa shirt. So, yeah, I'll go that.
Now, this one, I think we haven't done it on any of them so far, but this one I think we need to sort of talk about it before we do the grade. And that's Ollie Watkins, just because I think, based off your logic of what you said for Evan Gesson, he could have 2 different grades here for me, Ollie Watkins.
Well, I think if you take away the fact that he hasn't scored that many, he scored 1 goal in all the games he's played. Don't judge him solely on his goals, and if you're judging him on his overall play and how he's affected the game, his build up play, his link up play, I think you have to look at the bigger picture for Watkins, but. You are right. You could have two grades here because you could absolutely slam him for what he's produced in terms of his numbers. But then if you actually watch him and see what for me against Bournemouth, he was probably our best player.
I think if we do devil's advocate here, just on my side of things, he's played every game so far this season for Villa. He has got 1 goal and no assists. 2 goals if you include his goal against Wales for England, but we're not going to.
Missed the penalty as well, didn't he?
Missed the penalty against Bologna. For me personally, I think playing devil's advocate for what we want from him out in terms of output, because that's the only real position where you do have to look at numbers. I would be leaning towards the F mark. As in terms of goal scoring attributes, it has to be an F. But again, we're going to break the rules slightly with Ollie Watkins and say, from the striker's point of view, F. From his overall play, I'd probably say a C.
Oh,
I just think.
I'd see now. If you was to say a C overall, even with the goal, I would say that's fine. Just because of what he's doing for the side. Right. Okay. Look at it this way. Daniel Marlon starts up front. Do Villa look the same team? Not a chance.
I agree. I think Watkins is always a difficult one. He divides so many opinions because it's obviously, like you say. Well,
he does because people want him sold. But I'll tell you what, I've said it countless times on this podcast, and I'll continue to say it until I'm red in the face or I can beat blood out of a stone. Name me his replacement. If he can, then fair enough, because I don't see it. There's a reason why Unai Emery likes him, because he is an Unai Emery striker. He's got that system to an absolute T. I don't disagree that we don't need that we say. I'm not saying we don't need a new striker. If we could find a replacement for Watkins who's suitable and who's going to score us 25 goals a season, come to me. come to Aston Villa. I'll be happy to see someone do that. But until that time, appreciate and respect Ollie Watkins, because what he's done for this football club.
Yeah,
that's my rant on Watkins anyway.
In all fairness as well, I know I don't really like the stat itself, but he's only expected 2 goals on XG anyway. So
it's look at the Bournemouth game, for example, this weekend. It just wouldn't fall for him. And then Daniel Marlon comes on, as you mentioned earlier, and he just hits off the back of his heel and goes in.
And the one it does fall for him, Petrovic decides he's actually got hands.
Yeah. But it's like the Pau Torres one when he tries to head it across and literally just I think the defender made a fantastic block. And,
that was a really good clearance.
Yeah, so it's just it's going to happen for him. I'm still confident Watkins goes on to score 15 this season. I'll die on a hill. I'm a big Watkins fan. I'll give him a C. I don't think he's been bad at all. I just think if we were sat here now and with his performances and he had scored 6 goals, let's say, I think your rating would be completely different.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's mine. And what would you rate Villa's season so far on that?
Unai Emery first, and then
we do Unai.
Do you know what?
But the Unai one kind of.
I'm going to go balls here. I'll let you go first, but I'm going to go ballsy with mine.
I was going to say the Unai one kind of fits into the club though, because what you'd grade the club on overall kind of sits with the manager, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Half and half. I'd grade Unai an A, purely based off the fact that the start to the season we had
was so shit
to where he's now taken us.
Yeah,
shows the level of manager he is. And that's why I think the club thing is different, because the players weren't performing in that first 5 games. And Unai's had the balls to come out and say they've been lazy, and he's actually called them out for it. And I think that's where it differs, where the club level would probably be a lower grade, whereas Unai's is obviously... Listen, we know we've got the second best manager in the league. And people who want to argue that, you can argue a brick wall.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't disagree with that. I think he had probably a real difficult job on his hands when we were where we were after 5 games. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the club probably is a B. If we started in a similar vein to what we are now, probably sat top of the league, which is mental. So I think we've covered everything there, mate, to be fair. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on the video we